I'm going to tell you, when I cried at work, honestly, it was the most humiliating thing ever. At the moment, I am an RN at a hospital. I've been given a leadership role. I'm a shift coordinator. It was actually, oh my God, it was so scary. I was so overwhelmed because I'm in charge of 31 patients, plus staff, plus doctors, and making sure the ward runs safely. So at that time, it was a morning shift. I came in on the shift. I don't know. My manager came in. She told me to move a couple of beds. And because I have anxiety and I do have stress and it's a new role to me, I feel like I couldn't get myself to do the task. When she told me, because I'm so overwhelmed, I'm so, like, when you're anxious, when you have a bit of anxiety, it's hard for you to execute sometimes because you care too much what people think, you know? It's a weird thing to me. I don't know how to explain it. But my manager was like, "Can you please move these patients?" And I don't know, like, my mind was struggling to, like, to execute. I don't know what it is. It was so weird. And I know I do have this problem sometimes. If I get anxious, I blank out, you know? When somebody asks me something, I blank. And the manager was like, "Can you please move these patients?" And I was taking some time. And I had to tell the PCAs to do that. And I felt so bad. She was like, "Can you please do this?" I was like, "Yes, yes, I will do it." I was struggling to execute a little bit, but I knew I will do it eventually. But it's just that I am, when she told me that, I started to have anxiety because I was like, "Oh my God, am I not doing my job properly?" So at that time, I was getting anxious. And you know what? I had to do a presentation after that. I had to present the word to the doctors. And oh my God, it's like, and I'm not good at public speaking. I'm trying to learn how to be more confident because I'm not the most confident person. So I was going to give a speech to the doctors to tell them what's going on in the ward and stuff. And oh my God, I was so stressed. I was so overwhelmed. I was so anxious. I felt like I was having a panic attack. Like I was having a panic attack when I was presenting to the doctors. It was so scary. Oh my God, my mouth was dry. I was struggling to even give a speech. Like literally, like my heart was racing. Like it was so weird. I don't even know how I managed to get through that speech because it's scary to present to the doctors sometimes, you know, because I am a nurse and they're doctors. So we have a power imbalance. And I don't know, but I started having a panic attack. Oh my God. I don't think anybody noticed, but I was having a panic attack. Like my heart was racing, my mouth was so dry, and I was giving a speech. I had to present the whole patients because we have 31 patients in our ward. So I had to present each patient to the doctors, like any issues and stuff, how many patients we have, any problems and stuff, what needs to be addressed immediately. Oh my God, I was having a panic attack. Literally, my heart was racing. I don't even know how I managed to give that presentation. After I finished, I had to go to the bathroom because I was having so much anxiety because it's a new role for me. And as a shift coordinator, you're like a leader, and I am trying to get out of my comfort zone. I'm taking more risks now. And I went to the toilet, and then I had to calm myself down. I had to calm myself down. And then, oh my God, I had to go because I had to go, and then I had to talk to my coworker. And then I was crying to my coworker. You know, I was crying. And then the coworker was like, "Come this way." And then I started to cry. And then I told them, "Oh my God, you know what happened? My manager was telling me to do something, and I couldn't execute because I was so anxious. And I started to cry. I started to cry. Oh my God, I cried at work, guys. I cried at work. But the co-worker comforted me. Honestly, I didn't think I was gonna make I didn't think I was going to make it through the shift. I was like, this is too much. Like, I'm in charge of patients, I'm in charge of all these things. You're in charge of patients, you're in charge of phone calls, you're in charge of family members who are coming to see the patients, you're in charge of the staff, and any issues, any changes, anything that needs to be escalated, any emergencies or any abnormalities to the patient, you have to be you have to oversee all these things, and you need to know what's going on in the ward. Honestly, I felt like giving up. I felt like giving up on that shift. I was like, I cannot do this. My mind was telling me, Diana, you can't do this. I went After that, I went back. My coworker told me, Diana, don't cry. It's just a job. It's such a job. I know it's just a job, but I couldn't. I couldn't. My mind just couldn't, like, contemplate that this is just a workplace that I can do it. Oh my God, I felt like I couldn't do it. My mind was lying to me. Like, my mind was telling me, Diana, you can't do it. You can't do it. Honestly, it was very overwhelming. Honestly, but at the end of the day, I did manage to get through the shift. I did what was necessary for that shift. It was overwhelming because I had so many things. I had so many tasks to do, and for me, I have anxiety. I have a little bit of anxiety, and I'm very self-conscious. I'm too nice. I am a people pleaser, and I don't believe in myself. I don't trust myself. I doubt myself. I got to the shift. After that, I went to the manager. I said to the manager, I am so overwhelmed. I am so overwhelmed. I don't think I can do this. But thank God the manager was like, Diana, I think you should do it. Like, me this motivational speech. She told me, Diana, you have to get through. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to try something new. You have to take risks. Everybody learns from somewhere. Everybody starts from somewhere. When you started your nursing, you were not perfect, but you were doing your best. And that kept me going. After that, I talked to my friend. I was ruminating. When I went home, I was ruminating all these things. I was ruminating all the conversations I was having. I was ruminating if I did well. I was ruminating everything that I embarrassed myself publicly. Oh my God, I couldn't stop. I said to myself, I have to see the doctor. I went to the doctor, the GP. At the time, I booked a GP online. It was an after hours GP. I went to the GP. I expressed my concerns. The GP was like, "Oh, we need to work on your self confidence. We need to work on your assertiveness." And I agreed. And then he told me, Diana, nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. I told him I feel like I was having an anxiety attack. But the problem is, he told me, I am an after hours GP. I cannot give you any medication. But he told me, you can come to my practice. We might need to do some kind of psychological assessment or something. I need to see another doctor. But oh my God, honestly, I've not seen any doctor since then. So if any of you have struggled with workplace anxiety, or you've ever cried at work, I would like to hear your thoughts. I mean, I do want to be more confident. I do want to be more assertive, which I'm still working on. But I just have to be honest, with myself, and be self-aware. And what can I do?